Hey, how you doing? This is Ken Obasi Leslie, doing another short video. We're gonna do some artwork. Hey, I'm in my studio, as I always say, and behind me, I don't know if you could really see her, but she's over there. Sebasti's. And she always usually she likes to be part of the video. Yeah, you can see her right over there. This is day after the election and everything, and everybody's going through this thing in terms of who's going to be the next president. And whatever will be. And but anyhow, what we're gonna do now is I felt something. Okay, now here we go. We're working on this piece here. Hope you can see it. Actually, I hope this video would be long enough to express basically what I'm trying to do here. Let's see. And I call this piece before called hard bop, soft bop. In fact, you're listening to some bop music in the background. And we're going to work on this piece today. What I'm going to do, going to get right on it. But again, as I always say, it's nothing like being able to express yourself and do some art, and even in lieu of everything that is happening. Maybe I can pull this back a little bit so you could see everything a little better. Yeah, there we go. And so what I'm going to do is I may change some colors here using a little red. Go. And I have, as I always say, it's just pieces that I have started some time ago, and then sometimes I just kind of leave the piece for a while, and then I come back to it with a new, because one thing is you never, let's see if I can, a lot of the pieces that I have, it's taken sometimes months, sometimes years, so, I would come back and maybe I'm have a different state of mind, a different consciousness, and I will sometimes totally change the whole format of what I'm doing in order to satisfy that zeal for expression. So, but anyhow, we're gonna work on this piece. As I had said before, for right now, I'm calling it hard bop, soft bop. It's kind of a piece that expresses the relationship between a man and a woman, a male and a female, and hey, so let's get busy. And let's get busy with me putting my intentions into this piece. Very interesting. Here we go. And and as I said, I never actually know where I'm going with a piece. It just goes. And then I look up and I said, oh, okay, there I am. Here I went. And it becomes something, a lot of times it just becomes something else. And but that's life. You work on something, you give it time and attention, and it may turn out to be something totally different, but hey, that's okay. And that's the thing about art or any situation where that has an element of creativity and expression. You put your energy into it, and before you know it, it starts to turning to something else. And in fact, I'm going to turn the LP over. And so what I'm playing here is Miles Davis, Miles of Fun. Let's see, this album was recorded, I would probably say, in the early 50s. And the tune that's playing now is Night in Tunisia, and which is a classic. Okay, working with one side here. And I can see I would like to use a little blue here, or should I say kind of like a green. Here we go. And okay, I'm starting to like what I see so far. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that are changing now. I mean, of course, we're going through what you call a purge. And we're going through, and this purge is coming from Mother Earth. It's coming from the spirit and the frequency, as above, so below. And and this purge it's a process of, it's a cleansing process. And things that have been out of balance are realigning themselves and coming back into balance. So, too much here. Okay. And so we're and within the purge is a element of things that have been in the darkness are coming to light. And those things that those things that we've been hiding, or situations where we've been not really totally honest with ourselves, there's a, those shadows that sometimes that we find ourselves having to deal with. And you see, as you can see, I'm using a little blue here. But yeah, those shadows that, and we all have those shadows. We all have those situations that are less than, in terms of our personality or our spiritual leveling up, and this is a time where we should get quiet and really start examining who we are, what we really want, where we're really going. Because because whatever the situation is in terms of our survival and, within this purge, this reset or whatever, it's going to depend on who we are from the inside. And it's not going to be one of those things where, because we are all different, and we all need, and our energy levels are at different places, at different stages. And so sometimes it takes a certain level of introspection, to find or to see what we need during this reset. I mean, it's all well and good that we stay abreast as to what's going on, what's happening politically and socially and all those things. But when it really comes down to it, it's really about us. And it's really about, finding, and it's a process, it's a journey. It's not something that happens. It's about getting out there and doing some research. It's about getting quiet, meditation. It's about all those things in terms of whatever you need to do in order to go deep and to find out what it is. Because we've been so inundated with getting information and hearing things and hearing other opinions from the outside through the media and through different things, and depending on this and depending on that, and it's just it's the time is about now really finding out who we are and making those changes so that we could live a better life, more, so we can level up and have more fulfillment, and it's never too late. It's never too late, never too late. It's it's never too late to make a change and to find out what we need. So I hear that the music has gone off, but yeah, it's just that working on this piece, hard bop, soft bop, and one of the things, and I love I love that old style of jazz called bop, and because bop represents to me, just doing something. It represents spontaneity and change, and actually being improvisational, and because when you're in the right spirit and you get and there's balance or whatever, it's just that there's really no wrong moves. Uh, it just becomes a process of discovery. Process of transformation. So, and we can't be afraid to transform. To make a change, because I don't care. I mean, we all have something. We all have our prejudices. We all have our situations where we make wrong decisions or whatever. And then there's a lot of decisions and things that we've done wrong that we don't even realize. We haven't not even. I know with me, it's just that I'm not too old to say, hey, I need to change, or there's some things I need to learn and I need to discover. And but yes, I made a lot of mistakes, and but it's kind of like, and then at the same time, you can't sit around and just keep blaming yourself and saying like, oh God, just being hard on yourself because of the fact that you didn't make the right decision. Sometimes we don't make right decisions because we don't have enough information. So but yeah, but the thing is, even though you may fall or falter or whatever you want to go, you can always just dust yourself off and get back up and excuse me, I had a sip of coffee there. And, dust yourself off and keep going, and I mean, and that's what it's all about. Yeah, hey, I am so glad that you're able to, just, to work with me in terms of painting, and I mean, we together we've accomplished a little bit on this piece. There's some other things. Right now I'm sort of looking for another color. I always love green. Here we go. And let's see if this works. Yeah, there's that green. Okay, and so basically what I'm doing here is just changing colors, applying some of that green, and hey Sebastian, she's back there checking out things now, and we'll see where we go with this, and and don't be afraid to just say, hey, let me try this and let me try that. Because that's what it's all about in terms of the creativity. And but like I said, like this piece is hard bop, soft bop, and we will keep working on this piece. It was just another video, and as I always tell you that I love to get in here and do another video. Well, actually, getting in the studio and putting together another video helps me with my creativity. And I think that's what it's all about. And it's just that and I hope it helps you to express. And we're gonna keep this going. We're gonna keep it going. I didn't want to make the video too long. It's just kind of like one of those things where I just had that spark to come in here and work with another piece. Again, it's just the style is little Basquiat light, and we'll keep going. So this is Ken Obasi, Leslie. You're painting with Ken, and we're gonna keep up leveling and keep it going. So hey, you have a masterful day. Thank you.